Hi everyone, this is my reverse engineering project. I chose to do a flashlight for this project, and it's actually a little mini flashlight and it actually glows in the dark, and I'll talk more about that throughout this presentation. So a little bit about the flashlight introduction. This item is used to create light when it's dark. Flashlights were designed for users to carry them easily when it's dark in order to see. The device operates by creating a circuit between an on and off switch, a power source, and a light source. Once the flow of the energy is established, the light source will function. A mirror or mirror-like material is used to direct in a specific direction instead of diffusing in all directions. Some more history about the flashlight. British inventor David Missell got a U.S. patent on January 10, 1899. Missell created the first flashlight by using a paper tube, D batteries, a light bulb, and a rough brass reflector. And over here is actually a picture of that patent. Some more about the flashlight. The purpose of the shape is designed to be ergonomic when held. The design allows for easy carrying and use. This specific model is a Lux Pro and has a wrist strap on the back next to the rear mounted switch. The color of the device is not relevant to its use, and flashlights, as you know, can come in many different colors, and it doesn't really matter what the color is. This flashlight is very easy to use, and it's also very easy to take apart. Therefore, I believe it would be very easy to put together and make quickly in a factory. Some key engineer features of this flashlight. It has an on and off switch, power source, light source, and mirrors or a mirror sort of material, and it also has that glow in the dark grip that I talked about earlier. The material choices, either it's a stainless steel or an aluminum throughout the flashlight. It has light bulbs, silicone, or some kind of rubber for the grip. The life cycle of a flashlight, as long as you have a power source and working batteries, the flashlight will work unless part of the flashlight were to malfunction. Because of the simplistic design, it should be very easy to mass produce this device. So now on to the parts of the flashlight. This part here is what I would call the emitter. It is constructed of some kind of metal, either stainless steel or aluminum. It has 9 mini LED bulbs attached to a circuit board and a coiled spring that closes the circuit between the power source and the light bulbs. It is some kind of mirrored surface within the chamber that houses the LEDs to aid in projecting the light outward. There is also threading inside to allow it to be screwed onto the main body of the flashlight. The outside has a rubber material to allow for better grip. The next part here is what I would consider the power core of the flashlight. It consists of a plastic chassis that fits inside the main body of the flashlight. This is what houses the power source, in this case the batteries, and the relevant metal bits and springs that connect the batteries to the circuit that leads to the LEDs. The next part here is the main body of the flashlight. It is constructed of the same material as the rest of the flashlight, some sort of metal, either aluminum or stainless steel, with a rubber or silicone coating to provide a gripping surface. So that's what you see there. The opening inside is just wide enough that the chassis for the batteries can fit snugly. The last part here is the end cap. Like the rest of the flashlight, it's also constructed of metal with a rubber coating. This section contains the on and off switch at the base of the end cap. It's actually a little button that you click, which connects in a circuit with the battery chassis via the metal piece seen in the picture to the left. The end cap also has a loop where a wrist strap can be attached as seen in the picture. Some other types of flashlights. There are several other types. This flashlight was a miniature one. Flashlights can come in all sizes and colors, and there are many different brands of flashlights. Some recommended design changes. I would suggest finding some way to make the light brighter. The light isn't very bright, but this also could be because it's a smaller flashlight. But if people wanted to make this brighter, they could achieve this by utilizing brighter bulbs and creating a greater power source. A heat sink may be needed to be added to account for additional heat given off by the light bulbs, especially in such a small, little, compact device. a model with a bigger body for people with bigger hands. So I know it is a miniature flashlight, but if you have bigger hands, you might want a little bit of a bigger flashlight. A more efficient, longer lasting power source maybe could be used. An aperture that can focus or widen the beam as needed to make the flashlight brighter or less bright, lighter. Or a power source that can be recharged through motion, such as while walking, either while in use or not in use, would be a pretty cool design change too. So that is it. Thank you so much for watching.